4 generations of matchmaking. Talk to us. Tell us about how that all evolved.
So, I mean, it kind of skips my mom, but my grandmother, her mother, her grandmother were all matchmakers. Of course, we do different things, though, right? Like my grandmother, they were really good at making coffee and collecting all the town gossip and making the setups. And maybe they got paid in like eggs or goats. And whereas on my end, I'm in the Isle of Manhattan.
Yes.
And, you know, we get paid differently. And also I'm setting up strangers and, you know, the thing that comes with all that, of course.
Oh, so you're not getting paid in goats?
I'm not getting paid in goats. No.
I love that.
Kind of wish I was, though.
All right. I mean, that could be interesting, walking your goat around the streets of Manhattan. But I know there are plenty of these. What are some of the issues that you're seeing with dating today?
So right now, there's a lot of, I feel like we're in our 6th wave of dating, right? So dating has heavily evolved from pre-1990s to 1990 to like 2008 to 2012, and now we're in 2022. And the biggest problem that we see, at least in our office, is extreme online dating fatigue. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be online dating. I think online dating is a fantastic tool to meet new people and explore different opportunities. But at this point in time, you know, people are experiencing extreme online dating fatigue. You know, they're tired of swiping, they're tired of messaging, they just want to go out.
Oh yeah.
So what should you do? I mean, if you have that fatigue, but yet you want to be dating, I mean, how do you solve that?
That's a really great question. So there's a variety of ways to, you know, meet people, and we always say the 5 ways to meet people are, of course, online dating, through work, not recommended, through friends, asking your friends, like, hey, don't set me up. You don't ask that question. You say, next time you're out with your friends, I need you to invite me. You know, start telling your friends. That's what I did to meet my husband, right? I told people that I felt who might be friends with my husband. I said to them, next time you're out with friends, I need you to invite me. And they did, and I didn't say anything when they said, okay, it's in Boston next week. I was like, okay, I'll take an Amtrak. We're heading to Boston. I met 9 of his friends, and one of them would end up being my husband. So that's the 3rd way to meet someone. The 4th way is through a matchmaker. And the 5th way is out and about. So if you're currently experiencing online dating fatigue and you need a break, hit up Eventbrite, go on Meetup, find 2 social events to go to each week. If you're introverted, maybe every other week, but do things that help you meet new people, more opportunities.
Okay, I mean, seems pretty straightforward. But of course, we're in a city, the city of Manhattan, and it could be a little rough out there. I have several friends who can attest to that. So I, yesterday, hit the streets of Manhattan, and I asked New Yorkers to share some of their questions. So let's hear the first one.
Matchmaker Maria, what do you look for when putting 2 people together?
All right, so her question is, what do you look for when you're putting 2 people together?
We typically look for 3 things. The first thing is communication style. You know, we want to learn how you need love and how you acknowledge other people. The second thing that we look for is lifestyle. And to us, we define that as, you know, how do you value the way you spend your time and how do you value the way you spend your money? And then the third thing that we look at is your family values. What are things that you learned or you wish you unlearned from your family? And also, what kind of future do you see, you know, you having with these values? We try to align people on these 3 things typically.
Oh, well, values are important. I'd imagine you'd want those to match up when you're thinking about a life partner.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Okay, let's get our second question.
Matchmaker Maria, is there any such thing as a perfect couple or a perfect match?
Oh.
All right, so she wants to know if there's any such thing as a perfect couple or a perfect match, if you will.
I think no. So I think that all really great relationships, I always tell people, you know, if you're struggling to find someone, I need you to find a prototype couple, and you'll see that they work a lot on their relationship. They have to go out and date each other. They have to find ways to, especially after you have kids, where your identity shifts from like sexy girlfriend, sexy husband to like mommy and daddy. You know, we have to really work on our relationships. And I'll tell you too, like me and my husband, we go on 1 or 2 dates a week. And one of those days are at home, like we watch a movie every Monday, and that's like our date night. But the other date night is on a Thursday or a Friday, and you know we really go out of our way to do things. And so I don't think there's necessarily a perfect couple because life is not perfect, right? You're always going to have obstacles coming in, a pandemic.
And you have to compromise, right? There's a lot of compromising that goes along with it as well.
Just in general, think of emotional resilience, right? You always have to grow your own emotional resilience, and so do they. And by growing that, it makes relationships a lot easier when there's obstacles.
And we got one last question from the streets.
Oh yeah, what is it?
Matchmaker Maria.
He's cute.
When will I find the right girl?
Aww, she's not psychic.
Wait.
Not at the club.
What did he ask?
He asked when. What did he? He
He said, when will I find the
Find
right
my-
girl? And he said, because it's not at the club. And I said, I could have told you that one, sir.
You know, on Instagram, I've been answering people's dating questions for 4 years,
Oh, my
and every Wednesday. And the most popular GIF that I have when people ask me like these questions are, "Let me check my crystal ball because I'm a matchmaker. I'm not a psychic."
Exactly. That's
So,
exactly what
you
I
know,
said.
But who knows? Maybe in the next 2 weeks.
Well, you know, I hope that young man is watching, and if he was, you can follow her on Instagram and maybe tune in on a Wednesday and ask her a more specific question for yourself. And what is the Instagram?
Matchmaker Maria.
Simple enough. All right, Matchmaker Maria. This has been so enlightening. I hope all my single friends at home are watching. I've been re-inspired. I need to get on that 2 date nights a week.
And when you do find that special someone, I've been married for I don't know how many years. We have not been dating as much as we should. So that's a
Yeah,
still
reminder.
have to
Even
date
when you
each
lock it down, you got to keep
You gotta
it
keep
going,
doing
keep it
it.
going. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Come back
we all have some. We all have
anytime.
some
Thank you
learning
for
to do. Yes,
having me.
please. We might have to have you back as a follow-up.
I love it.
Thank you
Thanks.
so much.